Hello, and welcome to Autumn Willow's Doll Nursery. My name's Miranda, and I have something new for you today. Well, first, let me explain. I have taken quite a bit of an absence from posting videos and from specifically, like, doll baby content. And part of that, this has been a season of warfare, guys, for me. And I've been dealing with some health issues and all kinds of things coming up, and everything just basically got put on the back burner, except for my newest fascination, which is the Hazel Village. And so I'm late getting, this video probably would have come to you a month ago, had all of the crazy not happened. But I do want to share this. Inside of this box is not what you may recognize this box and be like, oh, that is Cupid from Lee Middleton. It is not. That's not what's in this box. Now, if I have a picture of my great-grandmother, if I can find it, I will put it up for you to see here. This is the grandmother that I don't know if I've mentioned her on my channel or not, but it was, it's the one that when I was little, I thought she was the real Snow White. Because my grandma had her picture in her curio cabinet with all of her Snow White stuff, and she looked like Snow White. So, I thought that she was the real Snow White. So she was always like, I never got to meet her. She passed away when my grandmother was just a very, very small little girl. So never got to meet her, but she was a absolutely beautiful woman. And this doll in this box was a doll that she had when she was little. So the doll in this box is very, very old. We're going to go ahead and open. Now, she's not in her original clothes. My grandmother gave me this doll, and she had just put her in clothes that she had around the house. I'm going to move the box out of the way. Now, I've not messed at all with this doll since getting her. I don't want to tear her up, and she is quite fragile. Okay, I thought we'd put that down to... So she is a very large doll. I don't even know if I can get her in the frame. And I know some people are probably looking at this doll like, oh my gosh, that's cursed. You probably wouldn't be wrong. So I'm gonna pull this back so you can see how long she is. Now, let me compare, because I do have my Levi Sculpt by Bonnie Brown right here. Yes, still in the same clothes you would have seen last time. So, but just to show you the size difference, okay? Can you see? It's a very large antique doll we got here. I'm going to attempt to show you. This is the body, and it looks like it's linen, perhaps. You can see that it's stained. My grandmother did put a diaper on the doll. I also want to show you her hand here. Let's see. You can see she has a little bit of blushing there on the back of her hand. This is the other one. So the hands are in really good shape considering the age here. And here's the face. So when you lay her down, her eyes do close. You can see where her face is cracked. And I don't know if you're going to be able to tell. She has 2 teeth in there that look so real that I was starting to question some things. Now, when she's awake, I'm going to try to do this. Okay. You can see her eyes there. They're a beautiful pale blue. She is such a cute little doll. And so her head's not in the best of shape. You can see where she's lost a good bit of her hair coming across here. But look how it was waved and painted. So cute, so cute. There, you can see a little bit better. All right, now I'll try to, I've not taken off her shoes to look at her feet, but she is wearing really old shoes. See there. I'm going to scoot her up just a little bit more. We're going to take these off. You can see she had a little bit of blushing here on her knee. Feet are in pretty good shape. I will have to look up what, I don't know if you can hear that, what material this is. I'm sure some of you know that are into antique dolls. I almost said dogs because Kinsley is at my feet begging for a 3rd plate of food. Can you wait just a moment, little Miss Ma'am? So yes, my great-grandmother, this was probably, I would have to, oh goodness, I don't know where this chipping came from. I don't know if it came from, I didn't see anything fall off of her. Oh, it was the shoes. Okay, I panicked for a second. That shoe that I took off is chipping pretty badly. Okay, so again, to show you the scale there of the 2 dolls. Now, this doll will be staying in the box, racked up. She will not be displayed because the dolls that I have displayed are, they get moved around, and I don't want her to come apart any more than she already has. But how special is that? Her eyes make, like, there's like a squeaky noise. I don't know. I don't feel anything. Wait. We do have something on her back. What is this? Oh my goodness. I bet she cried. Okay. Do you see that? Right there. That looks like she had sound at one point. How cool is that? How cool is that? I was just about to say I didn't think she had sound, but yes, she 100% would have. I do not know what this doll was called back in the day. I will have to do some research and see what else I can learn about her. But we're going to pack her back into her box. Let's see. There we go. She's too special. I don't have a great place to put her where she would be safe out of the box, so we're just going to keep her in there. So that's 3 generations. I'm going to bring Eden back over here. There we go. So that's 3 generations doll collectors. I have one of my great-grandmother's dolls and some of my grandmother's dolls. But, I mean, when I showed the size comparison between these two, it's also a comparison of how far we've come in our ability to create dolls. And I think that's pretty fascinating. I'm curious, do any of you have dolls that have been handed down? Do you collect the vintage dolls, or are you like, no, those look way too cursed for me? I'm not afraid of the doll or anything. I think it's cute, even the teeth that kind of freaked me out at first. I think she's really cute. And I've always thought it would be, you know me, I love the vintage nurseries. So, how cool would it be to have a really old nursery and have that doll displayed in it? And it would also be nice if there was a way to repair her. I doubt there is. But yeah, that would have been nice. And it makes me wonder, how will our dolls age? I think our dolls today, most of the time, are made of a lot more durable materials. But I am curious, if Yehovah tarries, how, and humanity goes on a few hundred years, will Reborns still be something that's collected? Would any of our dolls from now survive a couple hundred years? I don't know. It had my brain all over the place thinking about my great-grandmother's doll. And, will somebody down the road have one of mine? And it be seen as... It's hard to think of anything better than this right here. I mean, this little Eden is just perfection. And so it's hard to think that there may be something more realistic or better. There, move so you can see a little bit better. But look how far the dolls have come. And even at that time, I am sure that doll was considered high-end. The fact that it had teeth, apparently it had sound, the eyes moved. I mean, you gotta think. Probably 100 to 200 years ago, the average person would have had a doll probably made all of cloth. And there would have been no sound or movement at all to it. The eyes would have probably been sewn on for the average person. So that doll that we just looked at, even though, it looks decrepit and crazy today, that was probably a high-end doll. And so it's just it's crazy how far dolls have come. And I'm very curious and like to think about what's the possibility for the future. And I know some of you have heard of the AI silicone dolls. And they had done a video where it looked like it was robotic as well. It looked a lot like a real baby. It moved. I never saw that doll come out on the market. They had advertisements for it. but nothing that I know of has come out. Just the AI, and even that, I hear there's a wait list for it and all of the things. That could be the future of dolls. You know, if that works out, that could be the future. Dolls that look, move, and act real. That is hard for my mind to wrap around. But, you know, like I said, if Yehovah tarries, who knows where things are going to go. And I'm not a huge fan of AI. But, however, the AI doll, and who, BabyClon? Oh, good lord. BabyClon, I think, is the one that makes the AI silicone dolls. Even though I'm not a huge fan of AI, would I want one of those dolls? 100% yes, I would want one of those dolls. I don't want to go on a wait list. I think they're around $5,000-$6,000. And apparently you can customize them. They have different kits that you can pick from, but then you know you can customize the hair color, eye color, and skin tone. But we just went back in time and looked at a doll. And now we're thinking, okay, what does the future hold? I don't know. It's fascinating, and I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions. Does anybody out there... so far, I only know of one lady that has the AI doll. I saw her on TikTok. She'll do TikTok lives with the AI doll that she has. Do you have one? If you do, please make videos. Make YouTube videos. I would love to learn more. I'm fascinated by it. And if you have been able to find any of the robotic dolls, also very curious about those as well. Please share. But thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed getting to see a little piece of doll history. Bye for now, guys.